I'm not exactly sure if you can hear me at the moment, but I really hope you can. So for those who are wondering what's going on, I'm just coming outside today. Now this is actually a change of plan. What I actually was going to do today was do my live stream from the studio. However, as we all know, sometimes the best laid plans do not work out quite as well as you want, you see. So that's one of the problems. Sometimes when you plan things, other things come along to spoil your fun. Hello everyone, yes, we are here finally. It took me quite a while today. Lots of things going on at the moment. A very hectic schedule today, to say the least. So tomorrow I was going to be outside, but unfortunately the weather tomorrow looks as if it's going to be really bad, really horrible. I'm just checking that you can hear me. I'm just checking that you can hear me. Aha, yes. Okay, it is confirmed. We are now definitely on. It took me a while, but today I had to do this in a rush because tomorrow I was supposed to be outside, but the weather tomorrow is awful. So instead I decided to swap things round, and instead of tomorrow, I'm doing it today. So it's a free Friday for everyone. I hope you're having a good day. We have apologies from Belarusia, I believe, who is attending a funeral today. And also, who else is on the live chat right now? Let's see. Oh, we have Mosen and also Beatrice. Hello Beatrice and also Mosen, congratulations. You are first on today's live chat. Nice to see you here. At the end of yesterday's live stream, I did mention that my mother, who has been unwell for a long time, has been tested positive for coronavirus. I can just say that she's comfortable, she's being looked after, and as far as I can tell at the moment, she's okay. I can't go to see her, of course, for various reasons. It's very strange, actually. You hear about these things on the news and they seem very far away. They seem very distant. They don't seem to actually have any connection. But when suddenly it does involve you and you are connected to it, it has a very strange feeling. I must be honest. I have a very strange feeling about it, to be honest. I don't know how long I'm going to be on today because I've got to make some phone calls a little later. So this will be a short live stream today, for which I apologise, but I hope you understand. Also, I think the rain might actually come down today as well. We might actually get some rain today as well. So here we are doing something a little different. We are outside 28 days of Fab-uary. That's what we've decided to call it. Thank you very much for your best wishes for my mum. I only found out yesterday, so the news is still very fresh in my mind, to be honest. Although surprisingly, I did sleep very well last night. I thought last night I might have a terrible sleep, but I managed to get some sleep last night. But today has been very hectic indeed. Can I say hello to, Serena? Hello Serena, nice to see you here today. It is not too cold today, you will be pleased to hear. Today it is around 8 degrees, 8 or maybe even 9 degrees today. So it does feel rather mild. It doesn't feel too bad today, not too bad at all. I hope you're feeling good on this Friday. Yes, it is Friday and we are doing 28 days of February, even though today I didn't feel like doing it, to be honest. As I've already explained, a few dramatic moments yesterday. Hello also to Bahram. Hello Bahram, nice to see you here as well. Yes, I have 5 smiles on my hat. I wonder why I have 5 smiles on my hat. Maybe because it's my 5th day of February. Maybe it has something to do with that. Hello Bahram. Yes, my mother had her jab, her vaccine, 2 weeks ago. So it's actually very lucky that my mother actually had her vaccine 2 weeks ago. So even though she's tested positive, which you can, of course, even if you've taken the vaccine, you can still test positive. But we will see what happens. We will see what happens next. That's all we can do, really, when you think about it. That's all any of us can do in this crazy world of ours. So it's a damp day, it's a little wet to say the least, but I'm here anyway. I couldn't resist coming on even though things have gone a little bit crazy at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some rain today, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts raining soon here. Even though today it was supposed to stay dry. So for those wondering what this is, well, normally I'm here with a smile on my face for the whole human race. Hello also Florence. I hope your mother will be better soon. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I don't want to make this all about me and my bad news because we are all here together to share our time and also our love of the English language. We will see what happens today. I won't be on for very long because, as I mentioned, there are other things going on right now. Thank you, Bahram. Thank you, Alessandra. Thank you also, Mustafa. Nice to see you here as well. Yesterday we were talking about animal phrasal verbs connected to animals. There were some other ones as well that 1 or 2 of you mentioned. And if you want to mention some other animal phrasal verbs that I didn't mention yesterday, you are free to do it today. There are lots of proverbs as well connected to animals. And also expressions. We might ask a person who has suddenly gone silent, they have suddenly stopped talking, you might say, hey, what's wrong with you? Has the cat got your tongue? Has the cat got your tongue? I love that expression. So if someone is keeping quiet about something, they refuse to speak, you might ask, what is wrong with you? Has the cat got your tongue? Hello also to Maria. Nice to see you here today. Miski is here as well. Thank you very much. It has been a very busy 24 hours in the life of Mr. Duncan. That's me, by the way. Talking about yourself in the third person is a very weird thing to do. Do you know anyone that does that? A person who talks about themselves as if they're talking about another person. So an individual can sometimes talk about themselves in the third person sense. So I might say, Mr. Duncan is feeling very unhappy today. He's feeling a little down. Mr. Duncan was thinking about not coming on today. But of course, Mr. Duncan is me. And some people do that, you see. They will talk about themselves as if they're talking about another person, a third person. So if you talk about yourself in the third person, it means you are discussing your own actions or maybe something you are going to do as if you are talking about another person. It is a very strange thing that some people do in their lives when they are talking to other people. Hello Giovanni, Mr. Duncan, I think that we are all friends here, and friends are made for this moment, to be supportive. Yes, I agree with you, thank you very much, it's very kind of you. I don't want to stand here feeling sorry for myself though, that's not the kind of guy I am, I don't do that. But I do appreciate your best wishes, thank you very much. Valentin says apparently Joseph Stalin used to do the same thing. Stalin used to talk about himself in the third person tense. That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Hello, Bahrain. Your face doesn't look happy today. I hope your mother will get well soon. Thank you very much. I don't feel too bad. So the one thing I was worried about last night is not getting to sleep. Because when you have something on your mind, sometimes it can weigh very heavily in your consciousness. So I don't feel too bad, thank you very much. Not too bad, but it has been a very strange few hours, to say the least. Hello Mog Mog, we have Mog Mog. So this is a free Friday, I'm in the garden. I was going to be in the garden tomorrow, but the weather forecast is awful for tomorrow, so I'm not doing that. I'm going to be in the studio tomorrow, and of course I will be with you every day during February. Well, I hope so anyway. We will see what happens. Hello Jude, Jude Alisa, hello to you. Nice to see you here as well. Hello Liu Kin Jin, hello to you. Nice to see you here as well. I don't know where you are, but please let me know. Hello, Carol Brandau. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you here as well. It is a little bit murky. Now, this morning when I woke up, I don't know what happened, but this morning when I woke up, the weather was lovely. It was gorgeous this morning. But now it's gone very cloudy, and I think we might be having some rain in a few moments. But don't worry, because I am underneath my gazebo. I'm standing under my little shelter, so even if it rains, I will stay dry. So don't worry about that. Alessandro says, I can't type on my PC, so instead I am doing it on my cell phone. Well, as long as your message gets through, and as long as I can understand it, we are all doing very well. I think so. Ah, yes, it has been a very strange few hours. Giovanni says, oh, there it is. There is the rain. The rain has just started. So yes, I was right. I did the right thing, you see, going under my gazebo. So even today we're getting rain. And they didn't forecast rain until tonight, unfortunately. So it's starting to rain now. Are you always talking to yourself? Well, I always do, says Giovanni. But now I often switch it into English and it helps. Oh, well, if you are talking to yourself in English, then there's no problem. I have no problem with that. Because if anyone looks at you in a strange way, you can say, it's all right, I'm just practicing my English, you see? That's all I'm doing. So you don't have to worry about it. If anyone asks what you are doing, you can say that you are practicing your English. So there is no need to explain yourself. I completely understand. I really do. Anna Rita says, yes, if your mother had the vaccine, she did 2 weeks ago, then that will protect her from the worst symptoms. Thank you, Anna. Well, of course, because my mother is elderly, she is, well, in fact, this year, she will be 80. In April, she will have her 80th birthday in April. But yes, she had the vaccine 2 weeks ago, so I think that will offer some protection. I think so. Hello also. Oh, hello. We have some very interesting messages coming up here. Hello, all type of video channel. That sounds like my type of channel. I love YouTube channels that have lots of different types of video. Now, as you know, I love making different videos. Sometimes I'm walking around talking about the countryside. Sometimes I will talk about a certain subject, a certain thing. And sometimes I will stand in front of the camera in the garden, live, and talk about anything to you. Hello also. Thank you, Giovanna. Yes, Giovanni is talking about talking to yourself, but what I'm on about is when a person is talking about themselves. So I will talk about me, but I'm talking as if I'm talking about another person. So you talk about yourself in the third person, even though you are actually talking about yourself. Luis Mendez is here. Hello, Luis. Luis Mendez. I'm in the garden. It's just started raining. And that's it, really. We are now up to date with today's live stream. That is all you've missed. You've missed nothing, to be honest. My mother has only had 1 dose of the vaccine, just 1 at the moment. I'm not sure what the plan is, if she's going to have another one, but yes, she's had just 1 dose of the vaccine at the moment. It seems to be raining. You are right, Karim. It is now raining around me, all around me in fact. The rain has now started falling, and I think it will be raining for a few more minutes. There is no snow today. Gitano, I'm sorry, there is no snow today, unfortunately. It's a pity, I know, but there is no snow today, unfortunately. Giovanni says, Mr. Duncan, is it difficult to run a YouTube channel? Yes. It's very difficult. It is not an easy thing to do, doing this. It looks easy, but I can tell you now that it is not easy to do this. Hello, Dennis. Dennis Leung. Thank you very much for your super emoji. And, oh, thank you very much. I think you are offering me a cup of coffee, or maybe a cup of tea. Do you know what? That would be fantastic. It really would. Thank you very much, Dennis Leung. Where are you watching at the moment? I have a feeling you might be in Hong Kong. I think so. Thank you very much for your 28 Hong Kong dollars. Thank you. I appreciate your kindness. Mika Ode is in Japan. Hello to you as well. Thank you for joining me. I know the weather there has been quite rough and quite turbulent. I hope you are staying warm and comfortable. I have tried to find Jaffa cakes in some shops around here, but I haven't found any yet. Maybe you will have to go to the large supermarket, if you can, of course, if you can. go to the large supermarket. But yes, maybe the large supermarket in your area, maybe they will have some Jaffa cakes. Very nice. Also, Rosa would like to taste the Jaffa cakes, but I think here we also don't have any. That's a shame, isn't it? Thank you very much for your company today. It's lovely to see you here. A slightly different live stream. I was going to be in the studio today, but I decided to come outside because tomorrow I was going to be outside, but the weather tomorrow is going to be awful, you see. So a lot of people at the moment are going through difficult situations, so it's not only me going through all of this pain, it is, well, many people all around the world. So thank you very much for your thoughts, and I will send my thoughts to you if you have someone at the moment in your life who has been affected by this situation. Not a good time, if I was honest with you. I'm really going against the theme of this month, because this month it's supposed to be February. You see? Smiles, laughter, joy. Oh, Palmyra asks, Mr. Duncan, when you have your coffee, do you still use your Throffi device? Yes, I do. I still use my milk frother. Yes, I like to have Throffi coffee. Frothy coffee. Yes, I like my coffee to be frothy. I really do. You have done a good publicity for Jaffa Cakes. You deserve some money from the company. Yes, I do. Thank you, Anna. Well, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I said that I would stop promoting any brands or any big companies unless they started paying me for the mentions. And so far, I have had no one. Not one person. Not very successful. The rain is falling down here in England. Karim asks, please tell us about your family. Well, I can tell you about my mother, who is now in a care home. She's being looked after. And because of the situation at the moment, we are all in lockdown in England. We can't actually go to see my mum. And I haven't seen my mother for around 10 months. I haven't seen my mum at all. I also have two sisters, yes, two sisters in my family, and also a daddy as well. I have a father, even though my parents are no longer together. Mika says, here in Japan, we are under a state of emergency, very similar to here in the UK, very similar. So across England, Wales, Scotland, we are all in the same situation, to be honest. The same situation is occurring everywhere, if I was honest. Hello also to Blaise Newhoop. I'm not even sure if that's a real word. Blaise Junup. That's as near as I can get to pronouncing your name correctly, to be honest. Hello also Mogmog. Mogmog. Nice to see you here as well. Oh, apparently there is a supermarket called Kaldi. Kaldi. And apparently Kaldi in Japan, they sell Jaffa cakes. So it looks as if that's where you have to go. You have to go to that particular store and they will have some Jaffa cakes. Very nice. Giovanni says, I did eat some Jaffa cakes a long time ago here in Italy, and they were very good. Not so bad. Thank you very much. Wow. I have a feeling that the sales of Jaffa cakes around the world are going to go very high. Wow. Well, the weather forecast said there was going to be some rain, and guess what? They were right. Although I would have preferred sunshine, to be honest. I think sunshine is much nicer, if I was honest with you. Caldi, yes, I wonder. So, is that a big chain? Is that a big supermarket chain? Caldi? Anna asks, what supermarket do you have near your house? Well, here in Much Wenlock, and remember, Much Wenlock is a very small place. It is a small town. But we do have 2 food shops. We have Spar, which is a very big international food chain. Lots of supermarkets around the world. Spar, and also another company called Nisa. Nisa, N-I-S-A. And I believe they are also around the world as well. I think you can find that particular supermarket around the world. So yes, we do have 2 small supermarkets here in Much Wenlock, which I suppose is very good, considering that this town is actually quite small. So it is quite amazing that we do. Hello, Mosen. In Saudi Arabia recently, the situation has increased and we must be careful. We are now using an app on our phone when we enter the supermarket or the shopping mall. I think so, yes, I think you're right. We are not doing that here. We did try to do it, but unfortunately, it wasn't very successful. Anna Rita says, I know Spar. Yes, it is a big supermarket chain. I think they have branches not only here in the UK, but also around the world as well. Another one that I often see when I'm travelling is 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. There are many 7-Elevens in London. If you go to London, you will find many 7-Elevens. I think I'm just doing a little bit of work here. Just a little bit of work. There we go. That's better. Sainsbury. Yes, we do have the Sainsbury department store, supermarket. Some of our supermarkets, by the way, are huge. We have supermarkets such as, I suppose, Tesco is another one. Tesco is another one. And some of their supermarkets are huge. They don't just sell food, but they also sell TVs, video games, furniture, curtains. So it is very strange to think that you can go and get your supermarket shopping, and whilst you're in there, you can also go round and buy a 30-inch colour TV, or a computer game, or some sheets for your bed. It's very interesting. But yes, it's true. I am standing under the gazebo at the moment. You are right, yes, I am outside, but I am under the gazebo. It looks like the rain has stopped. Let's have a look, shall we? Yes, I think the rain has actually stopped. That's good. That is good. It looks as if the rain has almost stopped. What about Lidl? Do you have the supermarket called Lidl? Lidl? Ooh. Yes, I know that one. It is actually a very popular supermarket here in the UK, Lidl. I think it comes, is it a European supermarket? It's European, isn't it? Is it Sweden? Somewhere like that? I'm sure it is. I can see the rain is falling behind you, Mr. Duncan. Yes, it is. It's just started again. It stopped just, and now it's started again, unfortunately. Oh, apparently Lidl. I didn't know this, you see, because I don't shop at that particular place. Apparently Lidl is in Germany. It's a German company. I didn't know that, you see. I have never... And I'm not saying anything bad about this place, but I've never been to Lidl, ever, never tried it. Hello also to Luis Mendez, who says that Lidl is the cheapest supermarket. There are many of them in France. I think today I'm promoting supermarkets. So instead of promoting brands of sportswear, today I'm promoting supermarkets. That's good. Thank you very much for your company. I am going in a few moments because, to be honest, I'm cold and I'm damp and I don't feel 100% happy today, to be honest. But I will be back with you tomorrow in the studio. I will be with you, yes, tomorrow in the studio. It is Saturday tomorrow. I know what you're thinking. Mr. Duncan, you are not normally on Saturday. Well, tomorrow I will be on Saturday because I'm doing a special month of live streams. 28 days of, and as it says up here, is it here or here? I think it might be here. 28 days of February. Is it here? Is it there? I think it's there, isn't it? There, just above. The problem is when I'm looking at my camera, I'm the wrong way round. You often see this done on TV when people are doing live broadcasts. They will often get mixed up between their left side and their right side. And that's it, you see, because when you look at the screen on your camera, it is reversed. So you always point the wrong way. But in fact, what I should be doing is that. I should be going, there it is. Look, 28 days of February. Yeah! Isn't that nice? Florence says, please take care, Mr. Duncan. It was nice to see you here, even if it wasn't for a long time. Well, I will be back tomorrow and I will be with you for a whole hour tomorrow because I will be in the studio. One of the problems with doing live streams outside is you never know how it's going to go because there are so many things that could go wrong, you see, with the weather and the sound and the technical things with the camera. So quite often if you go outside to do something, it is much harder to do, much harder. Giovanni says, sorry guys, I just had a delivery. Oh. Now I must be honest, I'm very curious to find out what you've just had. So what came? What was your delivery? Was it something important? Was it something special? Maybe a special delivery? Something you ordered yesterday, perhaps? Ooh. Anna says, I hope to see you in a better mood tomorrow. Well, I'm not too bad. I'm not depressed before anyone starts worrying. I just feel a little down because I'm worried. When you feel worried or concerned about something, it's natural to be affected by it in some way. I think so. Thank you very much for your company. I am going, yes, I'm going to go. I will not take up any of your time any more of your time on this Friday, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully everything will be more happy, bright and cheerful. I will be going into the house to get something to eat, and then some strange sounds behind me, some strange noises. I can't believe it, there are actually flies on my screen. Small flies buzzing around. Now, I didn't think at this time of year we would see any flies, but there are small flies buzzing around me. I don't know how or why. Thank you very much, Rosa, Mosen, Grace. Thank you very much. I'm going into the house now, and then I'm going to phone the place where my mother is to find out if she's okay, if she's still all right. And that is it from me for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me today. It was a short one, and I'm hoping tomorrow that everything will be a little bit better. Okay? Okay. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, and I will see you live on YouTube then. And of course, until tomorrow, this is Mr. Duncan in England saying thanks for watching, see you again soon, and of course, you know what's coming next. Is it my left side or my right side? Perhaps I should use both. Ta-ta for now.